On BBC One now, it's the 9 o'clock news, which is more than can be said about what follows next here on 2.
You join us at Turnberry, then, for this year's Pro-Am Silly Trousers Tournament. You can wear the most ridiculous pair of pants in public. And first off the mark, Peter Oosterhuis. And my word, they are the most stupid check strides I think I've ever seen. What a flamboyant little show-off he is. And now Dave Peacock Stockton displaying a pair of canary yellow Everprest that even Jimmy Savile wouldn't be seen dead in. He's obviously hanging to the left a little bit there. And he's got to be one of the favourites. Oh, and look what Tom Weiskopf got for Christmas. A Rupert Bear annual. There's the hole, and there's his shirt tail sticking out of it. Jack Nicklaus now, and Jack knows that his plain green ones look much too sensible, so he's going to make them look sillier. What's he going to do? He's standing in the river, and yes, they've shrunk. Only Jack could pull off a stroke like that. He looks absolutely idiotic. He must be in with a chance now. But here's the favourite. Here's where the money's going. It's Gene Littler, and it looks like, yes, he's wearing his pyjama bottoms. When it comes to wearing silly trousers, there are no flies on this man. What a professional. What a contender. What a prick.
And there was an unexpected turn of events during roll call this morning when Miss Erica Rose streaked past the main gate.
Doctors had to be called in following the result of the South Belfast by-election last week when a man tried to punch the Reverend Ian Paisley in the mouth and fell in.
Mr. Stanley Bradshaw became nose picker of the year in London today with this world-beating 3-foot-long bogey.
Good evening. It's wonderful to be with you again, isn't it, Ronnie?
No, it's a bleeding pain in the arse, frankly. But in a packed programme tonight, you'll be reassured to know we'll be using exactly the same sort of material
as we've used for the last 20 years.
I shall be talking incredibly quickly, making thousands of Thoonerisms and dressing up in women's clothing.
And I shan't be getting any laughs because he writes most of the scripts and makes sure I get all the crappy bits.
Later in the show, I shall be implying through smutty innuendo
that I have a very small part
and I have an enormous penis.
And all the way through the show, he shall frequently cry.
Spectacles?
By which he means testicles.
Cobblers?
By which he means testicles.
Didgeridoos?
By which he means penises.
Watermelons?
Breasts.
Articles?
Testicles again.
Bristols?
Breasts again.
And bouncers.
Breasts or testicles.
This is because we are a family show and I will not allow smut into your home.
Like birds, we're ornithologists, ornithologists. I've got a nice pair of binoculars. You can stick them on your tripod. We're marching up and down on the spot. the sodding choreographers at what? And we couldn't care a jot if we're military men or not. With a bum, how's your father? Puzzly-eyed old man. They just rolling through the grass, thistles in me hair and bracken up me anus. I feel to bits if I see a pair of tits, and I love to watch the sun go down. Oh, vagina, oh, vagina, oh, Chinatown. We're titting up and down on the willy bum bum, looking around with the cobbler's knockers, tippling along with a pain in the bonkers, tippling about in the bum. Yes,
I wear my scarf when the weather turns bitter.
Everybody calls him the muffled titter.
I love it when the birds come a-pecking at me nuts.
Oh, with a bum tit, how's your father? Sickle a dildo, I'm a raven maniac. Got half a dozen chicks in me bivouac. I love to see them squirm with delight when I'm giving them me little bit of worm at night.
J. Arthur Rank and the titty bum Urals, nippling away with a pain in the Balkans, spotty botty wee wee, fiddling about in the Jimmy Riddle Cannonica Orchestra. Knickers up and down to me, willy bum coolie, knockers to the Maverick, Nippo Beaver, knackers in the Baltic, clappering away, so we knicker and we knacker and we knock it all day. Knickers up and down to me, willy bum coolie, knockers to the Maverick, Nippo Beaver, knackers in the Baltic, clappering away, so we knicker and we knacker and we knock it and we knacker and we knicker and we knacker and we knock it all day.
That was a clip of Soft Cell live on Whistle Test last year. And now for all the frustrated wimps around, we've got Mark in the studio tonight. Hello, Mark.
Hi there, Annie.
Now, Mark, I must ask the question on everybody's lips. When's the new album due out?
Yesterday. No, there's been a lot of hassle with the recording company. I wanted to bring out a single album.
But they wanted a double with some old live cabaret recordings thrown in, which would be a real rip-off.
Right.
So that's what we're doing.
Right. And that is, in fact, what you're calling the album, isn't it? A real rip-off. Now, Mark, you've received macho acclaimo for Tainted Love, but lots of people in the music press have been saying that, in fact, you're a pretentious little jerk, and that you sing out of tune, and that, in fact, you have no control over anything you do. How would you answer that? Sorry?
Balance. Balance. Balance.
Right, well, thank you, Mark Orman. Well, next, we've got a real...
What's that? You asked for the pub grub, didn't you?
State of the nation, and rumours are rife in Westminster that Mrs. Thatcher now spends many lonely, anguished hours wondering what to do next.
Journalists gathered at the offices of Amnesty International today, just in time to see Jeremy Thorpe leaving in a frenzied rage.
At a special deportment class for royal chauffeurs, Prince Charles demonstrates how to get out of a car before breaking wind.
The Ayatollah Khomeini made a fleeting public appearance for pressmen in Qom today to scotch once and for all recent rumours that he is dead.
I realise this will be very painful, but we must have a positive identification of the body.
Yes, of course.
No, I've never seen that woman before.
Guest is a man I admire even more than the first guest. To say he's a sportsman is trivial. To say he's a brilliant artist is nothing less than facile. To say he's a national hero capable of capturing the hearts and minds of millions in one simple stroke of genius is to concede immediate defeat to the pitiful inadequacies of language. Indeed, any attempt to describe or verbalize the globe of molten gold that fires at the center of this human galaxy of perfection is profanity itself. The level of affection and esteem that I hold for this man is now so high that it constitutes a serious threat to my marital status. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Botham. Ian, it's marvellous to have you on the show.
Well, it's really great to be here, Mike. Better than being in South Africa at the moment, anyway.
Your eyes, your hair. You smell wonderful tonight, Ian.
Yeah, obviously, I was very disappointed about the Indian tour. The Curry didn't give us all the runs we needed. Chris Tavery had a great world-class opening bat, and Gucci had a great tour. I think that Mike Gatting had some bad luck. I think he's still a very fine middle-order batsman.
Ian, dis-moi quelque chose.
I wasn't too happy with my own performance. But I mean, Bob Willis certainly proved that there was
I beg you.
Life in the old dog yet. There's a lot of young lads coming up that we've all got to keep an eye on.
Ian.
Look, Mike. I don't want to say anything about South Africa at the moment. Obviously, a lot of those guys who are out there are great pals.
Greetings. I'm sorry for disturbing your program. All the crazy stuff will be back in a short while. But I must speak with you urgently. My name is Zack. I come from another planet. It is a very different planet to this one. We have no death, no gravity, and a different shaped gear stick on the mini metro. Also, we have a different language. The reason I'm able to speak to you is that this small podule simultaneously translates what keep it switched on. I have come on an important mission to talk to you about the fact that didn't want to know. I'm afraid my machine is the machine will work now. My apologies. The Earth battery I bought seems to be malfunctioning. There may not be much time. I came here secretly and against the express wishes of the Galactic Council to warn you. To warn you of 4 courses of action you must take to avoid the imminent destruction of your civilization. Mark them well. Secondly, die schreckliche Kartoffelkopf. Anthony Wedgwood should carted off to the funny farm at once. Thirdly, the Barbican Centre within 5 years. And fourthly, beware the one who calls himself Terry Wogan. He is a Zilon from the planet Tharg and cannot be trusted. Duck in hell.
Excuse me. Would you mind?
Last night. You were sensational.
At a press conference today, Mrs. Thatcher demonstrated her new method of holding the attention of male colleagues.
The West German magazine Der Stammblatt has come under heavy criticism for showing a picture it claims to be of Prince Charles selling holiday snaps of Lady Di.
Athletics, and in a major drive to improve their public image, the Soviet Union's lady shot putters have been taking lessons in deportment and femininity.
It's the eve of the budget, and opposition Chancellor Denis Healey has been putting the final touches to his speech of reply.
As you join us, the Chancellor has been speaking for over an hour and has said nothing of any great interest.
And I'm much moved, I must confess, by a series of petitions protesting at the very high level of taxation leveled against cigarettes, drink, and petrol. I've therefore decided to remove all duty on those items. Instead, I shall place duty of 100% purchase price on the following.
And here come the new items which will be heavily taxed.
Wheelchairs, white sticks, false limbs, glass eyes, and diarrhea medicine. Observers will notice I have deliberately chosen to penalize those members of the community who can't hit back.
So, no change there.
Here, 4 eyes. You must have really good eyesight to be able to see through those glasses. What's that to you? Well, he won't be needing them anymore, will he? You shouldn't have done that. Oh, yeah. Why not? Because you're not wearing any shoes.
Great old chestnuts of the world. Number 91, The Snug at the Old Red Lion.
Time, gentlemen, please. 25 past 8.
Hi, welcome to Hey Wow. This is a programme that's different. It's not only for you, young people, kids, youth, whatever, it's by you. It's your input that's going to make it. Later on, we've got great music from Lufthansa Terminal. We've got mime from Alternative Car Park. We've got some amazing Greek television commercials.
Shut up! Can't you? For God's sake, I can hardly hear myself think.
The first issue makes people here very angry indeed. Unemployment.
Oh, not unemployment.
Yes, unemployment. I'm going to take a back seat now because someone's going to lead us off on unemployment. Oh, for God's sake! Look, I think it'd be better if you came out here in front of the class, the audience. Now, you're unemployed. How do you feel?
Tories! The Tories!
Don't help him. Well?
Oh, Tories.
And?
When's the band coming on?
When I say so. When I say so. You! Yes, you! Would you do that at home? Well, don't do it here. And you can shut up as well. Out here. Well, have everybody off the scaffolding. Come on, everybody off the scaffolding. There's always someone who has to spoil it for everybody else, isn't there? Isn't there?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, sir.
Now, while we're waiting for Davis's minuscule brain to go through its machinations, the rest of you will watch a mime called, and if there's any sniggering, there'll be trouble, Alternative Car Park. I said... What do you think you're doing? What?
I'm the mime.
Well, why didn't you say so? Right, get on with the mime.
I am a mime. My body is my tool.
All right, who threw that? Who threw that? Mr. Carpark has been kind enough to come here this afternoon all the way from Nottingham. Now, don't go on. We'll stand here in complete silence until someone owns up. I said complete silence. I'm glad you think it's funny. I don't mind. All right, roll the credits. Look at you. You look revolting. Have you seen a doctor about that scab? I don't have to be doing this, you know. I could be presenting Panorama.
Two pizza Napoli! With extra mozzarella!
Well, that's the end of this series. Looks as though we're all going our separate ways now. We've had some good times and some bad times, haven't we, Mel?
Yes, Rowan, we have. You know, it's funny, no matter how much you try and forget the old times, the memory kind of lingers, doesn't it?
A wise man once said, all good things must end. It's been the theme of many singers who tell us goodbye is the hardest word to say. So let's just say, cunnilingus.
I never thought it would come to this, saying cunnilingus and then walking away. But at least it's better than saying goodbye, 'cause goodbye is the hardest word to say. So we sing cunnilingus, we've had some fun. Cunnilingus, but what's done is done. endless tears. Cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus smell. Cunnilingus, me old mate.
Even saying cunnilingus brings a tear to my eye. But at least we never said
goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, just to remind you of our little band of troopers, there's this hedgehog sandwich, appetisingly filled with sketches and music from the programme. It takes the form of a BBC LP and cassette.